Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Nittany Lions will put total leather and will get started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but instead they'll take the touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Hold and finds his man on the left. Oh, the ball's out! And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
Well, jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with the chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. 3rd down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, keep the drive moving.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Running back searching for a hole. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season with the first part of the season? Now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They'll try to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes them down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And come on now, O-line. You've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one to get you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
He's got it down the middle. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Unleashes one. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
He makes a grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll throw it on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Penn State 14, TCU 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's looking on the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that. You've got to key on him and at least have two people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
They want to just keep throwing it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's James. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
29 Philly.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Looking deep. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some growth.
They got to establish something, man. You're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now on second down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open up. Nice job between those two.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The give to the tailback. Delivers the contact. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frog! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, and not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this...
Oh, look out! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The give is to Smith. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the Morbinet trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He's going to pass. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down and run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Will boot it away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He'll do it himself. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Pressure coming. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Offense gets set for second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Here we go.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
How good have they been on third down today? And another opportunity here on third and goal. Surging forward on the sneak. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll run it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well.
Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked with just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, TCU! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He's looking to pass. Coming after it. It's caught. The 2-pointer is good, and now we have a 1-possession game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw.
Number 34, set to kick this one away.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Complete downfield. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Number 21.
Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Slams it ahead. He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be knocked down.
And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over 1st and 10.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Inside a minute to go here in the third. He leaves it with his back. Still running at the 40. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll throw it on first down. Right down the middle. Got his man. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That QB is absolutely going to buy all the hog mollies up front a steak dinner tonight. My goodness. When you have that much time in the pocket, I think I could be successful. And I don't even like quarterbacks or want to play quarterback.
First down to start the drive after the break. Power football with the run. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson, Saquon Barkley, and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And it's loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free, and this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Motion from the offense. Off play action. Now improvising. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked.
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect...
He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a...
Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll set up to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's inside the 10. Nothing but green ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback keeper. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
On the play. Now, a 4th down.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to run it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. He throws one to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The Nittany Lions will try to run out the clock in the final minute. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. The defense still has all 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them after the kneel down. Plenty of fireworks in this one.